All right, guys, what's going on? I hope you're having a great afternoon. And if you're from the East Tennessee area, you know what that is. Oh yeah, pals. Got me a strawberry milkshake. Really good, guys. Really good. All right, so let's get into it. Police are saying that they are not ready to name a suspect in the Madeline Kingsbury case. Um, But I did find out that the father, Adam Frable, he did get a protective order against him, more than likely from CPS. Um, again, still to my knowledge, he's not cooperating with the family. He's not talking to the family of Madeline. Nothing. So, but I did find out per the news that Adam did get a protective order against him, and more than likely it was pertaining to CPS and the kids, just because when they when they went there to get the kids, and he doesn't have custody of them, legal custody of them anyway, but never did before even CPS apparently got involved. Apparently Madeline had, I guess, custody of the kids, but I guess when CPS went to get the kids from Adam, he caused a big scene, cussing them out, locked the kids in the house, and I guess, cops showed up, made a big scene, and he didn't have to do that. So, but and there were some questions about what all went on that day, and I'll go ahead and read it to you here. It says here that as police trace back steps, they start with Kingsbury and the father of her children, Adam Frable, dropping off their children around 8 a.m. on March 31st. So both of them dropped the kids off on March 31st. The daycare actually said that was not unusual, so they must have done that in the past together before. Then it goes on to say the police said Kingsbury and Frable arrived back at Kingsbury's home around 8:15 a.m. Around that time, Kingsbury responded LOL to a text to her sister. Then around 10 a.m., Frable said he took Kingsbury's Chrysler Town and Country minivan, which I assume, I did some research on that, and I assume that it does have navigation. When I done some research, some of them did, some of them didn't. But I assume it did according to information that I'll read to you here. Let's see. Then around 10 a.m., Frable said he took the Town and Country minivan to run errands. Frable claims that was the last time he saw Kingsbury. He said when he returned around 1:30 p.m. and she was gone. Inside the residence, investigators located Maddi's phone, the jacket she'd been wearing earlier in the morning, along with her wallet and ID. Let's see. Police said a van matching Kingsbury's was seen driving west and then south through Winona and Fillmore counties in the direction of Mabel, which is listed on Facebook as Adam's hometown, and then back north again later. The van was last seen driven down a country road. All of this occurred between 10 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. Police shared maps on social media to focus on the search area, and they're asking residents to check their properties and outside cameras. So I'm just assuming if they've got that kind of information, maybe they've already. I know they're processing the van That's been said in the news that they are processing the van for evidence. More than likely, if it does have navigation, they've already pulled that off, and that may have helped them to encompass some certain areas on the map for people to search. So that's why I'm thinking it did have navigation on it. It may not. I may be wrong on that, but I'm hoping that her town and country did have navigation on it, because it will definitely, when he went out to run errands between 10 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., he may have been doing something else besides running errands. Now, I don't want to speculate, but could be a possibility that if he is involved in Madeline's disappearance, he could have been, if he is involved, he could have been between 10 and 1:30 p.m., getting rid of evidence, destruction of evidence, anything like that. So it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. I just got a bad feeling about this whole situation. I've had locals reach out to me and say they think that Adam's involved in her disappearance. Of course, nothing has came out factual or anything like that yet that he is involved in her disappearance. And again, police say that they are not ready to name suspect or a suspect or suspects in her disappearance. But again, it's not looking good. I mean, if you're just going on gut instinct and gut feelings, it's not looking good for Adam, in my opinion. And I'll tell you what this whole thing reminds me of. This whole thing reminds me of the Chris Watts issue, minus the kids. In this scenario, the kids are safe. They're not injured. They're completely safe. But Madeline, she's gone. And again, with the Chris Watts thing, his wife's phone and all that was still at home. I mean, everything of hers was home. But I think the sheets on the bed were missing, and later were discovered. That's what she was wrapped in, and all that stuff. This case totally reminds me of the issue there with Chris Watts. Shanann, that was her name. Shanann, I couldn't think of her name, guys. But unfortunately, Chris, ended the life of his wife and kids, where in this case the kids are actually safe, luckily. So, but unfortunately, the mom may not be safe, and it's just a sad situation all around, because now the kids may not have their mom. And if Adam's involved, they're definitely not going to have their dad involved in their life no more. So, need to pray for Madeline's family. I know her sister's been pretty vocal as far as keeping, Maddi's name out there and everything. If you do have any information and you've not talked to police about it, if you know of them arguing or anything weird, whether, it's Maddi arguing with Adam, and Maddi having an argument with someone else that you found strange, did Maddi speak of anything to you concerning, that was kind of concerning? Reach out to the Winona Police Department. Let them know. Let them know. But we'll keep her name out there. I'm following this case. We'll see where it goes. But again, it's bringing back memories of what Chris Watts done, except in this case, the kids are safe, luckily. But we'll see where it leads. We'll see if I'm right. And in my opinion, and some of the locals, they think Adam is somehow involved in her disappearance. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. But I'm gonna follow this. Thank you guys for following it with me on my channel. Just trying to keep the awareness out there. And again, like I said, if you have any information, whether Maddi was arguing with Adam or someone else, or just you noticed something strange in her life, if you've not talked to police about it, please reach out to the Winona Police Department. Let them know. It could help the case. So that being said, I'm going to continue to follow this case, keep the awareness out there for Madeline, and again, keep her family, her friends and family in prayers. Might be a sad outcome here, guys. So hopefully not, but if worst case scenario, hopefully Maddi can get justice. And in these cases, guys, there's really no justice, because worst case scenario, it's not like you can bring them back. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, in the worst case scenario, in my opinion, there's not enough justice, because you can't bring them back, guys. So let me know what you think. Be putting a Summer Wells video on here 6 p.m. this evening, so stay tuned for that, and see you guys on the next video.